Hi everyone. I'm gonna talk to you about what we call secular breathing right now, and this is basically for saxophone players, for wood players, for woodwind players, for players that has connection with something we call reed. All right, and I've seen a couple of very good saxophone players who don't even know how to do that. And what do we mean by secular breathing? What do I mean by secular breathing? Secular breathing is something you do to be able to sustain a note, maybe more notes as you proceed, a note as long as you can ever have it. What does it mean? If you don't understand the concept of how the saxophone works, you will not be able to do it. So number one, I'm going to tell you how the concept is, how it will work. You all by now should have known that when you play the saxophone, you have a hair inside of you, and then you are pushing out the hair inside of you to make the sound into the saxophone. The saxophone makes out the sound. You make the hair go inside the saxophone will make the sound. And as soon as the hair that you have inside of you exhausts, you have to replenish. Unconsciously, you replenish. That is why you watch yourself when you play. Yes, sometimes you have to refrain and get back the hair inside of you. Alright? So secular breathing is no different. When you want to secular breathe, you want to sustain one note. And that happens when you throw in the hair into the saxophone, you exhaust it, and in the process of replenishing, you make sure that the tone, the sound doesn't break. The sound doesn't break. And how does that work? That works in this way. When you are playing and you're sustaining your normal sustain should take you for like 40 seconds, 45 seconds, some can go 1 minute, depending on how good you are able to manage the hair that is coming out of you. But I assure you that you cannot go more than 60 seconds. Yeah, I assure you of that. No matter how hard you try, because the hair that you are bringing out of you is something that should be enough to be able to produce your sound. So you don't just blow anyhow. You blow to make sure that the sound is coming out. Alright, so the technique for doing the secular breathing is like this. When you're playing, when you are throwing out your hair and you're producing your sound, you should make sure that when the hair is about to finish, there is always something in your mouth. You get a hair reservoir in your mouth, and you have something like, you might puff it, you might not puff it. For a start, you might begin to puff. It's not bad to puff. Yeah, I tell you it's not bad to puff. There are many professional players who still puff by now. The most important thing is get your tone regular. When I started playing, I do puff. Yes, I do puff. But now I don't know the puff. But as the case is, so you get a reservoir in your mouth. I'm just trying to show you the puffy part of it. The same air that I have inside of me, I can choose not to puff it like this. You get it? Now, the technique is like this. You have a single pipe that comes out from your lungs, where the air that you take in and take out is being changed when the oxygen is changed to carbon dioxide and all of that. So you have only one pipe that comes out through your bronchial. Now your bronchial, God has made it such a way that it's been divided into two. One part will come out of your mouth, and another part through the nose. So you have two ways of breathing. You can do through the nose and through the mouth. Your perspiration, you can do it, and all that. So secular breathing simply means that you are throwing out the air through your mouth and you are breathing in through your nose. So it's secular, like that. You get what I mean by secular now? So it's cycling like this. You get cycling just like that. And so that is what they mean by that. And note, Now, to be able to do that, it is not possible for your bronchiole to be open and you divide the part of it. You divide the way they breathe. So it's going to be like this. When you store your reservoir air in your mouth, automatically the bronchiole that is bringing out the air through the mouth will close. It is automatic. It will close. You don't need to force it to close. Once you store air, it automatically closes. And so when you do just that, you try now to, after this, then you throw in the air, like, I'm just trying to make it get a sound so you can actually know that I'm throwing it out. So it's like, oh, that's it. Alright? So while you are doing this, like 3 seconds or 4 seconds, you breathe quickly. You breathe in through your nose quickly. Can you get that? Try that now, let's see. Try to do it slowly now. Alright? So when you breathe in through the nose, before your reservoir ends, because as soon as it ends, the sound will break. So before it ends, you make sure that you are breathing through the nose, and then when it's coming out, you just join the coming out of the air through the mouth and the one you have in your stomach. So you open up your bronchiole again through the mouth by normal breathing now, normal blowing now, and then you have your sound to go ahead and play. It's just something like this. Now let's see. I'm going to try as much as possible to breathe so you can hear me. I'm going to try as much as possible to blow so you can hear me. Alright? Now let's play first. You can start with a lower note. At least that sounds, that one will still help you a little bit. Like to hold your hey, let's use a hey now. Let's use a hey. You can use your G, you can use your he, down, down. You can just without your octave. Alright? So just try that without your octave. Now let's go on. Alright? So by the time you can practice that for like, well, so some people will say that it will take you like 10, 15 years to do all that. It depends. I think it depends on the personality. I learned that with 2 months, one on serious mode and one serious mode. I learned it the first month without the saxophone, just getting the technique. Like, then getting the technique right is number one. Then the second thing is application of it. You have to apply it right because you might have a problem applying it at the first time and all of that. So it is, let's take it over.